Hero News presents Hero of the Month. Each month, Hero News features a Broadway or off-Broadway performer who has been a role model and inspiration in helping the HIV/AIDS community. This month, starring as Effie in both Broadway and touring productions of the musical Dreamgirls, and as the narrator and Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, she has also toured with the productions of The Wiz, Rent, and Jekyll and Hyde. With numerous film and episodic television credits, this Broadway baby is back on the boards at the Hudson Theater in the new musical Head Over Heels. Our Broadway Hero of the Month, Sharon Catherine Brown. And now, your host, Michael Kavanaugh.
This is Mike Kavanaugh with HIVHero.org and HERONEWS.org. I'm here with the most gorgeous Broadway star I've ever seen in my life. It's Sharon Catherine Brown. How are you?
How are you, Michael? Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you.
She's gorgeous, isn't she? So welcome. I'm so happy you're our Broadway Hero of the Month. You're in this fantastic show that hopefully I'm going to see tonight called Head Over Heels.
It's known as the Go-Go's musical, and they are calling us the queerest show on Broadway, and that is the best compliment we could ever receive. It stars Peppermint, who is making her Broadway debut, and she is the first transgender female ever to have a lead role on Broadway. So it's a wonderful show about love and acceptance, and it's gender bending and females rule, and like always, and it's political, but it's hilarious. So people don't feel like you're being beat over the head with any kind of message, but it's hilarious.
Well, you've done it all. I want to talk about your career. I was blown away to hear that you were Effie on Broadway, which is something you're very well known for. You also did the tour. You were nominated for a Helen Hayes Award for that.
Yes. Yeah, I won one of the Helen Hayes Awards, and then was nominated for one and won 2 Carbonell Awards. It's kind of funny. They call it the Southern Tony or something like that. I was the first woman of color to do the role of Lucy in Jekyll and Hyde. I was cast by Frank Wildhorn, and got to work with him and got to meet Linda Eder, and it was pretty amazing. Done so much television, and I've done film, but I'm a Broadway baby. I was born and raised in New York City. My parents tell me that Broadway is the first street they ever took me down, and there's something about theater that I just love so much. I love, you're living life without a net, and so as an artist, you don't have a safety net. it's 8 shows a week, and whatever happens within this framework, and it really makes you feel so grateful to be that kind of an actor, that it's in your DNA to be attracted to the craziness of theater.
I always say, and that's why we call it Broadway Hero, is you're all heroes to me, because it's really hard to be an actor in the city. It's really hard to not know where your next job is coming from. And to be that brave, to take that risk at every point in your career, I think is a true hero. The thing that I've noticed is, just from all my friends and people I've met in this industry, is no matter how busy they are, they always take the time to do things for charity. They're the most giving people I've ever met. And I'm so happy that you just agreed to be in our show this year.
Yeah.
So she'll be featured at Broadway and Ballet Here Awards, October 22nd at Stage 48. You can get tickets on HIVHero.org pretty soon. But we're looking forward to that, and looking forward to what she picks to sing. It's a big secret. She won't tell me yet. So anyway.
I gotta tell myself.
Anyway, I want to talk about all these different things. A little fun fact people might know is who your father is.
Oh, my dad is Johnny Brown. He was a regular on Laugh-In, and he was Mr. Bookman from Good Times, and he's Touched by an Angel. He was Sammy Davis Jr.'s protege. He made his Broadway debut in Golden Boy, which was Sammy Davis Jr.'s show that was very big. And both my mom and my dad are in the industry, so I'm very, very fortunate. I think on my mother's side, I think the 5th generation in show business, because my grandmother on my mother's side was a Cotton Club dancer. So,
wow.
Yeah, so we have to get in. And my son is now bitten by it. My son Elijah, so he has already been in 2 shows, and it makes me very happy. I'm the mom that's a little different. I'm a single mom, and I'm the one that if my son came home and said, "Mom, I want to be a doctor," I'd be like, "No!"
So Sharon, you've been in movies, which is a whole different ball game, but you love acting on the big screen. So tell us about some of your movie experience.
Yeah, I did Sister Act 2 with Whoopi Goldberg, who just gave us a shout out, woo woo, on The View. She told everybody to come see us. She's amazing. She also sent 8 pies backstage, as if she didn't do enough. That was great because Whoopi was a big supporter of my rock band and me in general. And I did For Keeps with Molly Ringwald, and I did a chorus line with Michael Douglas, wearing really, really big glasses and a very strange hairstyle.
Didn't you used to be a dancer? I saw you. It was in this theater. You stopped the show. God, I was in high school. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way. That's not what I meant. I'll get this to Zach right away. Thanks.
And I did introducing Dorothy Dandridge with Halle Berry.
That's your red wagon. That's your red wagon. So keep dragging your red wagon along, along, along.
Yeah, I love film. You know, film is, you have to stand around a lot, and then you have to hit it. You have to stay in that space and time, and I love it. And there's more money in film, and there's more money in television, and I love the roles that I've been able to do. But theater is in the center of my heart in terms of the genre, the medium. That's what I love more than anything. But really, I just love to work steady. And so when you have a great role, whether it's in television or movies, it's a great role, you know.
So Sharon, as you know, we're a site for newly diagnosed and people living with HIV. Do you have a message about the importance of being tested and being safe out there?
Yeah, I think it's something that it's 2018, and I feel like people forget that this is still a thing, a very, very important issue. Don't get so wrapped up in your cell phones and in your social media that you don't realize this fight still continues. You want to get tested all the time, because don't think that I'm overstepping by saying the earlier, the better. And it's still a thing, guys. There are a lot of people of a certain age that don't think that this is don't think that this is a topic anymore, something to talk about, and it is, and it needs to remain in the forefront. And I also want to say, we have to have each other's back. I think it's very important to say that there is still a stigma attached to this. And we have some dark days ahead, probably, and we're going through a very dark time in our country. We were put on this earth to help each other and to have each other's back and to look out for each other. So I'm saying this as someone who has never personally been touched by HIV. I think empathy happens when you don't have to be a member of a group to put your arms around that group and say, I have you. That's what we're here for. Not to go, I'm only watching out for my group or the things I relate to. We have to watch out for each other. I just want to say that.
That's great. And I just want to bring up that people keep calling this a manageable disease. Well, people are still dying, so I don't call that a manageable disease. We have a lot of tools right now. We have PrEP, which is available to your doctors, paid for by insurance, which stops the disease in its tracks. If you take it every day, up to 99% protects you from getting HIV. So we need to get these things around the world and stop this disease, right?
Absolutely. And there is enough money out there and enough research out there and enough concern out there. So no matter what it is that you're hearing or assuming, this is something that I believe that this is something that we can make a thing of the past. I believe that there can be a complete cure. I believe that. I'm always going to believe that because there's always more money than anybody wants you to know about.
That's right. That's great. So I am so grateful to have met you. You're such a lovely young lady.
Thank you.
So talented. Can't wait to see the show. And if you want to see her, come to see Head Over Heels right here at the Hudson Theater, which is on 141 West 44th Street. And if you want a real special treat, come see her at the Broadway and Ballet Hero Awards on October 22nd at Stage 48. Tickets again on HIVHero.org. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for being a Broadway hero.
Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you very much.